Why is there still so much water hyacinth on Hartbeespoort Dam? Water hyacinth thrives in polluted, nutrient-rich water. Hartbeespoort is heavily polluted as a result of nutrient inputs from non-compliant wastewater treatment plants, non-source point sewage inputs, agricultural and industrial runoff, which flow into the rivers feeding the dam. Water hyacinth can double its biomass under ideal conditions, which include warm summer temperatures and high nutrient waters. Water hyacinth has been on Harties since the 1960s. It has flowered and produced prolific numbers of seeds that can remain viable for around 25 years. There have been numerous attempts to control water hyacinth using chemical sprays and mechanical removal. However, mechanical removal is not always effective, as it often leaves behind weeds in hard-to-reach areas. Meanwhile, chemical spraying eliminates all vegetation, including native plants, making it a less desirable option. In 2019, the Centre for Biological Control at Rhodes University initiated a biological control program using the water hyacinth hopper, Megamella scutularis. The bug is host-specific, meaning it can only feed on and lay eggs on water hyacinth. They will not target any other plants, even when there is no water hyacinth left. The CBC released hundreds of thousands of these bugs throughout 2019, and in the beginning of January 2020, the water hyacinth mat collapsed. By March 2020, less than 5% of the mat remained. This went below 2% over the winter months. The plants returned in spring-October 2020 because of the extensive seed bank lying dormant in the sediment. The CBC continued with its innovative release campaign over the rest of 2020, and in early summer 2021, the mat collapsed once again. But the same pattern occurred in the following years, including this last season in September 2024. The CBC relied on DFFE funding for this biocontrol program, but funding ceased in 2022. Despite this lack of government funding, the CBC continued to mass rear and release the bug onto the dam, and also established community rearing stations where local community partners reared the bugs for release onto the dam. We now have 10 rearing stations set up around the dam, all self-funded and carefully maintained. The goal is to release as many bugs as possible as soon as new plants start sprouting in early spring, stopping them from taking over the entire dam. This January, we're seeing the same pattern we've observed for the past 5 years. Plants germinate in spring, bugs are released, then December rains bring an extra nutrient runoff into the dam, fueling a plant explosion. But the bugs are catching up, just like they do every year. Very importantly, the biocontrol damage prevents the plants from flowering and therefore producing seeds. But we need to remember the seed bank from the past 25 years. This year, the very low water levels of the dam have exposed seeds which have been dormant at depths. These seeds are now able to germinate. But, as expected, our trusty bugs have increased and doing their job, and we anticipate a reduction in cover this summer. Biocontrol does not aim to eradicate an invasive species, but to reduce its population to a manageable level. Without addressing nutrient runoff, water hyacinth will keep thriving season after season until the seed bank is finally depleted.